Right, it's the first full episode with a brand new interior, and I'm already using the place as a tree farm. I have good reason though, we need many new materials, and it's very convenient when you have a base big enough to grow the giant spruce trees in it. Today everyone, I would like to do a lot of building, and with a lot of building comes a lot of supplies that are needed. For the past few episodes, we have been working on new concepts for the mega base. We framed out what it'll look like in the end. We worked out which types of trees would be around. We worked out what type of terrain would maybe be along here. We worked out this complete wing of the base pretty much. And with all of that, I've discovered a lot about what I like about this style, what I don't like about this style, and what I want to repeat. And now it's time to do exactly that. Repeat. We need to build what we did on that side over here on this side. After all, it's only so long we can do with the giant open doorway here. Although I will say, I don't think I'm going to completely mirror the base because I don't think I want this to be a doorway. Over on this side, it's obviously a lovely doorway into Jules, and that works well, but I think on the other side, facing the mountain, ooh, I love flying through here. I think on this side, we could probably just do like a fun balcony or something looking at the mountain. I don't think we necessarily need a pathway down into the forest. For now, if we're to continue with this episode, we need so many materials. Look at my spruce wood. I mean, I got so much to farm. It's resource gathering day, everybody. Spruce wood chest refilled. Now, next mission, I really want some andesite, and I'm also kind of in the mood to go caving. There's a cave over here right by my tavern that I don't think I've really kind of cleared out. I should be able to get a bunch of, andesite in here. I kind of miss the early season of Minecraft when I had like a good reason to go caving. Once you have an iron farm and tons of diamonds and stuff, like you don't need to go in the caves quite as often, but I do miss it. It's really relaxing. It's gonna be nice to be in here for a little while just grabbing some andesite. Last thing to restock is just a little bit of pale oak. It's not a ton of andesite, but it's more than enough to get me started today. And now the final thing is that I got a message from Joe who said he had lots of stone. So let's head over to Joe's house and see if I can't grab some of that off of his dock. Oh my gosh, Pearl. That's such an awesome bridge, what the heck? Anyways, Joe's building an awesome filming studio over here and has a take what you need section, which is so kind. And yeah, he has some stone, so I'm just gonna steal some of this. All right, I guess it's not stealing if I have permission, but still kind of feels like stealing. Thank you, Joe. I fear all that resource gathering was a little bit too good for my brain, and I've had a lot of time to think about our next move. Now, I shall present to you my dilemma. We currently have this tower positioned here in a very artistic way. I really enjoy the way this is framed. It sits on the end here nicely. It kind of clutters up at this end and works really well with the design here. And it gives lots of space right here for this tower to kind of have its moment to shine. However, structurally, architecturally, it doesn't make any sense. It's attached to the tops of my windows and not my supports, which I originally was gonna just be like, well, it's fantasy, you know? We don't necessarily need to get hung up on every single little architectural thing getting it perfect. I'm a big believer in done being better than perfect. However, I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, and now that I've framed out both sides, I do believe it would be better to move these towers over, what is that, about 5 blocks? I think they need to move over about 5 blocks so that they're actually on the flying buttresses and look supported. So that brings us to today, where we could either take that one down and rebuild it today, Or we could just build this one in the correct spot, and then we can get a really good look at why I'm making this decision. This, by the way, is a really good reason why you should not procrastinate doing your mega base framing. Had I framed this out a lot earlier, I probably would have caught this, and then the only thing I would need to move is what I'm moving right now, the netherrack, which is really not difficult. Luckily, thanks to your comments and some of my framing, I have managed to catch this soon enough that we don't have to move 2 towers, at least. This is not how I envisioned this episode going, but I think it's the right choice. I hope. It's gotta be right. Okay, so the new towers instead are gonna go right here on this support. So this is also gonna have to change a little bit. Then the other tower will go right here. Okay, I think I have all the blocks that I need, and I'm just gonna build that tower over here in a new position. Let's go! Looking at this, I find myself wondering why I didn't do this as the first option. I don't have an answer for you about that. Sometimes I just get things wrong, overlook things. On a build this big, I guess it's bound to happen, but I'm glad that I corrected the mistake now. And unfortunately, we now need to do it to this tower, which I'm a little sad about because I do have a lot of beautiful texturing that's about to come down on this one, but I think it'll be worth it. It's time to move it over. I guess on the bright side, I haven't done the interior yet over here, so it's a little less to move. Joel!
Gem, I'm sorry. It was an accident. It was an accident.
It was not an accident. Can't you see my life is hard enough right now? I'm literally taking down my base.
Is that what you're doing? I was wondering what you were doing. I'm picking up all your stuff. I think it kind of just went a bit everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Some stuff's down here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, it's all in your hall. Come to your hall. You can pick it up. I didn't think it was gonna kill you. I was just trying to do a little joke. Wait, let me throw you some of these. I think these might be yours. It's kind of inconvenient to find all this stuff because you've been mining, so yeah, that was pretty silly.
Yeah, that's like a crazy time to kill somebody, Joel. I'm kind of busy right now, Joel.
wait.
Next time you're working on your rainbow, I'm coming over.
Where's your tools?
Oh, I found an axe or a hoe. Okay, great. That's what I wanted.
Oh
my gosh, there's stuff on the grass. God, you really got me.
That kind of you just exploded into like a million particles. Sorry, Gem. This was much more
it's okay.
unfunny than I thought it was.
It's still funny.
Wait,
it's still funny. It's just also inconvenient, Joel.
Inconvenient. There you go. You can have some of these. Okay. Have you got everything, Gem? I'm sorry. That was...
It's okay, Joel. It's okay.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Yeah. You didn't mean to spear me. Your spear is horrible. It got me to half a heart and then 1 fire tick.
It's the sharpness of fire aspect spear. Yeah. It kind of does that. You need it for killing nothing.
Yeah.
I don't kill anything.
Okay.
Everything's happy. Well, this was fun. I'll let you get back to building. I'm gonna go. By the way, I know. By the way, that you. This was also because I know you help that man.
I've helped with nothing. I don't help.
I know you help.
I don't help.
I know you help.
I didn't help with this latest one.
I'm pretty sure someone's stolen my statue I paid 64 diamonds for or whatever. So if you see that, please let me know.
Wait, you let it get stolen?
I put it in a chest in my base. I didn't think someone was going to steal it. It was in a shulker box.
Okay, you need some better security.
Anyway, I'll let you be. I'm just causing a distraction. You've got lots of work to do. Goodbye, Gem.
Goodbye.
I can't fly. I'll be away.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Who wanted a satisfying time lapse anyway? Not me. Couldn't be me. I sure hope I got everything. Otherwise, I'm going to be very cross with Joel. Oh, there's a hole in my base. This is definitely the type of situation where the base looks worse before it's going to look better, but I think, or I hope, it'll be all worth it. For now though, my poor pickaxe needs a repair. I actually also had to repair it mid-time-lapse. That was a lot of blocks. These towers are not small. I'm gonna put this all back in the storage room because that tower had a lot of texturing and stuff that I'm not gonna be able to repeat whilst I'm rebuilding it immediately. But I'll do my best over time to get all the details back in. Guys, quick repair needed, please. I don't think I use this on camera all that often, but these guys are how I repair all of my stuff with mending all the time. I use my iron farm to trade emeralds, and then I use the emeralds to get blocks with the masons or food with the farmers. Oh, and also, speaking of villagers, I moved the farmers down into the kitchen where they can actually be functional and sit in their little chairs. Look at them! Hello! Thank you. I'd love to have them wandering around, but they do have a tendency to try to wander off and die, so that's not really possible. Also gotta trade glass whenever I think of it. Anyways, what comes down must now go back up in the correct position. You might notice I also changed the design of these towers a little bit to add in this polished basalt. I think they kind of needed it. I don't know. I felt like it was a little bit too much the diorite and calcite before, and this adds a little break for us. Ooh, I might have to get rid of that beacon. I just really can't stand building with a haste beacon. Slow and steady wins the race, in my opinion. Wants to get distracted. Me, I do. It's me. Before we get distracted though, let's take a moment to appreciate the beautiful 2 symmetrical towers that are completely undetailed but do exist and are lined up with the flying buttresses. I feel like this is a big accomplishment. However, it is my second and third time building this tower now, and my mind is wandering, you could say. And it's actually wandering to right here. This is something I forgot about. You guys probably forgot about it too. I marked this out ages ago as a place where I was gonna build a fountain. And at the time that I did that, I had no idea they were gonna introduce the perfect fountain block into the game. Can you believe it? Can you believe they did this? It's like they did it for me. In the previous episode, we got to explore sulfur caves and learn about geysers. I think you can make a geyser with lava, potent sulfur, and then, whoa, water. It's literally the perfect fountain block, is it not? I mean, I feel like there's nothing better. Hold on, let's see if we can get a nice looking fountain out of this. Obviously, we've kind of already decided on the size, so that bit is done for us. I'm hoping all we have to do to get this to go higher is add more water, but I'll be honest, I don't really know. Does that make any sort of... Oh, it did! Okay, that might be the perfect height. Hold on. If we're like walking along from here, it doesn't block our view, but it adds so much movement. Wait, that's awesome! Okay, so I think we'll just do like... Oh, I think we'll just do like the typical fountain shape here. I want to try to use blocks like stairs where water's gonna be able to flow out, but I'll still be able to get interesting shapes. So I think I can waterlog this slab and these stairs, and the water will flow perfectly in this corner. And then we can use these walls to continue the structure upwards, but you'll still be able to see the steam from the geyser. Oh, those look so cool. I don't know if I want to put the water in yet, because water flow can be a little tricky to control, but let's just see, in theory, if I waterlog that, and that, I think that's exactly what I want. So if we have one bit of water flowing in the corner, I want the next bit to flow in the middle, so it kind of staircases down, interestingly. Now, here's where it gets a little complicated, because if I put water in there right now... You know what, actually, it didn't get that complicated. I kind of thought it would flow out the sides. Minecraft is a perfect little angel, and there's nothing that I have to do. I could, in theory, block this one, because I didn't really envision this. Do I like it? I don't know. I might go ahead and just add a wall on each of these to block that. Now if we do this. Yeah. Okay, first tier is a success. Don't take water from there. Second tier, we just do all of these staircases. Ooh. Go. And moment of truth. Water there. Oh, it's so fun to be able to have an animated fountain. I don't know if lanterns are the correct choice here, but I think some form of lighting is definitely necessary. Oh gosh. Yeah, potentially the lanterns are a bit too much, but it does go with the lights I have around, so I'll let you guys let me know. Maybe these slabs should be walls? Yeah, I like that better. And after a lot of messing with all of the geysers, this 7 geyser fountain, I think, is now pretty much complete. I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. The particles really do help it look like it's really flowing, and it adds a lot of movement to the base. I think I would also like to potentially change some of the flooring around the fountain. I don't know exactly what I want this to look like yet. Maybe it could even be green to like add some gardens and stuff. I'm gonna put something here as a little bit of a placeholder and then see what my brain kind of comes up with. Like, I think we could do something pretty bold here with almost like a compass sort of design, or maybe like a sun or something. Something needs to go here. Okay, bear with me, bear with me. A compass around the fountain. Huh? It's not bad. It's not bad. It might need to grow on me, and obviously I need to finish like all the rest of this, but as a starting point, I actually think I really like that, and it's gonna look pretty cool on a map. And importantly, from this point of view, I like it. It doesn't take away from the overall build, but it definitely adds a little point of interest down here. Right, okay, this has been a worthy little distraction, I think, but we ought to get back to work now on the wings, because we started today with a pretty big mission, and well, we got a lot of the mission done, in my defense, but we're still missing a wall right here, and I think we could get that done before the episode ends, no problem. This is gonna mostly just require a lot of stone. For the first time this season, my base is pretty much symmetrical. Scaffolding. Hold on. Aha! Behold, symmetry. And a happy guest. We're pretty close to symmetry anyways. Obviously, we still have many things to do. This is a very large base, but I'm so happy with our centerpiece and what we've achieved in mirroring each side today. I do have to admit though, I think this is my least favorite part of building this base. I'm just not finding it super mentally engaging, copying one side of the base to the other side of the base, but it doesn't matter because we have kind of gotten over that now. The next thing to do is this part at the top and the back, and also dragons and landscaping and stuff, and none of that is going to be symmetrical in that way, so I think it's safe to say we're kind of over that challenge, luckily. The next thing that I really need to focus on with this base is the texturing. And luckily for me, texturing is not at all symmetrical. It's very much going to be based on each individual side of the structure, so this is the part that I get to be a little bit more engaged with, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to getting all the different textures throughout this entire base. I think like there's details missing here too. Like, doesn't this look like it just needs to be a bit wider to support this? I feel like that's definitely the case. And then some trapdoors. Yeah, I think that little pop of color through the roof, that helps a lot. Now we're getting back into the fun part of the build. I want to see how maybe some pale moss would look in here. It definitely needs some texturing in these panels, but I'm not sure how aggressive to go with it. I don't want to overdo it. That is definitely an improvement. Anyways, happy guest. I do believe if left alone, I could texture this base literally all day. It's actually such a fun, relaxing job to do around the base, even if it is a bit tedious. We've got a long way to go with both sides, but today we made so many improvements, and I'm especially happy with this fountain. Every time I come down here and look up, I can't help but be so excited about all the movement right here. It's made a big difference today. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the process of this survival mega build coming to life. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!